What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to another video. I want to encourage you guys again because when I read the word and I get encouraged, I want to share it with you because as a family of believers around the world, it's great to encourage each other. I read 2 verses that got me thinking a lot. I'm currently traveling. I'm in New Delhi, India, and I'm living a dream that I have. I bought a motorcycle. That's another dream that I have. But no matter what I do, no matter how I level up in my life, traveling, YouTube channel, buying a motorcycle, you're not going to get satisfaction, and I'll tell you from experience, unless the foundation of your life is built on something solid. And this is very, very serious, and it's something that you have to consider because your mind and your soul and spirit can be related to physical things, physical structures, the house that you live in. The reason why it stays up is because there's a solid foundation, okay? Think about it. This is very true. The builders put down the concrete, the rebar, whatever needs to be put down so that the house and the wood and the structures that are built on top of it will stay. That's why there's earthquake standards for houses, So if an earthquake comes, the foundation will allow the house to stay, okay? This is so true with your mind and your soul. You need something on which to build everything you believe that will be strong in the midst of hard times. What are hard times in life? Everyone goes through them. Thoughts, actions of others. There's so many hard times. We all know about them. I'll just name simple ones. The death of family members. If you get laid off in your job. I don't even need to go on. There are hard times. And unless you can go back to the base of who you are, you're not going to be satisfied. You're not going to be able to recover, to be honest. So let me start with this verse. It's in Luke 6:48. It says this. It's like, let me make sure I'm giving you guys the context. Okay. 48, yeah, Luke 6:48. It's like a person building a house who digs deep and lays the foundation on solid rock. When the floodwaters rise and break against the house, it stands firm because it is well built. But anyone who hears and does not obey is like a person who builds a house right on the ground without a foundation. When the flood sweeps down against the house, it will collapse into a heap of ruins. So he's basically saying if you hear the words of the Lord and you obey, then you're building your life on solid rock. Okay? The Bible, this book has everything you need to live a beautiful life. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be beautiful if you live according to the ways that God gave you. Look at the 10 Commandments. Honor your father and your mother. Don't murder. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't steal. Like if you obey these rules, and then even in the Gospels I was reading today about how Jesus is saying, bless those who persecute you. Give to everyone who asks. All these principles, if you follow, you will have the most fulfilled life. You know what I mean? Give the 10% to God so that you're not hoarding the money that God gave you. You know what I mean? Taking care of your body, being a good steward, all of these things. This is the foundation that the Bible's talking about. The Word of God is the foundation you have to build your life upon. Otherwise, you will crumble in the face of hard times. And everyone has hard times. And if you are not built on the foundation, you will crumble. Okay? We've all done it. I've crumbled before too. But the more I build my foundation in this, the stronger I am. Okay? What's the other verse I wanted to tell you? Ecclesiastes. Kind of goes along. I don't know if it goes along, but it's what I wanted to talk about. The very first verse. Everything is meaningless, says the teacher. Going down to verse 9, chapter 1. History merely repeats itself. It has all been done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new. Sometimes people say, here is something new, but actually it is old. Nothing is ever truly new. We don't remember what happened in the past, and in future generations, no one will remember what we are doing now. You might argue, yeah, we do. We know what happened in the past. Do you know what happened? It's forgotten, okay? There were billions of people that lived before you, and you don't even know 1% of them. They're forgotten, okay? And you're going to be forgotten too. So this isn't to say that life is purposeless, because at the very end of the book of Ecclesiastes, the author says, that the meaning of life is to fear God and obey His commands and enjoy all the good things that He's given us on this earth. And if you fear God and obey His commands, you will build your life on a solid foundation. If you build your life on a solid foundation, you will have the best life possible. And we as Christians look forward to the life to come, not the one that's here. So, what's the conclusion? Build your life on the Word of God. Do not look to anything of the world to build your life. Travel, a bike, family. You cannot build your life on these things. You have to build it on the Word of God. And then and only then will your life not be meaningless. So I want to encourage you, read the Word, study it, and build your life on that foundation, and get people around you that will encourage you in that as well, because then you guys can go around life and just have joy and say, look at this sky. We're enjoying this food together. The work that I have is given by God, and I'm going to rejoice in hard work, and you can have a positive attitude. So let's go, guys. I just want to say, Boomaby, let's go and encourage you. And that's it. That's what this channel is for. Body believers, thank you guys for listening. Peace. See you next video.